caring for an aging loved one is no easy task. And in the fact that many seniors don't want to leave the home they've lived in for many years, and it can feel like there are few options that will make everyone happy. That's where the team with Caregivers can make a difference. We're being joined by Caregivers CEO, Gabrielle Hoing, along with Jadynn Kuecker, Caregivers scheduling specialist. Jadynn is also a former in-home care provider who knows exactly what it takes to bring the right care to those who need it. They're here to tell us more about Caregivers and how you can become part of the team. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for coming in. Gabrielle, tell us a little bit more about Caregivers and your mission.
So we're a home care company, so we provide care in people's homes, whether it's helping them get up and ready for the day or to bed at night, meal preparation, housekeeping, running errands, whatever we can do to keep people safe and independent in their home. We also have nursing services, so med setups, wound care, and then we have emergency response systems, so a button you can push if you have an emergency and it'll call for help.
So you've mentioned a little bit about the types and different examples of cares that you have. Let's get into this a little bit more because we have some images that are coming up on the screen to show this.
Yeah, so this is an image of our caregivers helping with meal prep, the housekeeping. As we age or as we have illnesses, injuries, disabilities, sometimes it's harder for us to do those activities of daily living. So we help anyone 18 years and older actually with care in their home. So it doesn't have to be just seniors. I think a lot of times people think of home care as aging population, but it really can be anyone 18 years or older that we serve.
And I love too that it's care so you don't have to leave your home.
Exactly.
You get it right there. So again, we mentioned some different services that you offer, and what would you say really makes this unique? I'm looking right there too, and there's like nail care and little things that you probably don't even think about.
Yes, it's actually interesting how popular nail care is. It's very hard for sometimes people to trim their toenails or their fingernails, and we actually go to senior centers or assisted livings and provide that service to people. So
then when it comes to these caregivers, what does this look like? What kind of training do they have to have?
So obviously our nurses have to have an RN or LPN certification, but our caregivers don't have to have any specific certifications. So we have customized or created our own training program. So we have online learning courses. We have a training room in our office that we can do hands-on training with. And then we also go to the homes with our caregivers to train them. And then they also shadow other caregivers. So there's a variety of different ways we train our caregivers. We also offer CNA certifications, so if anyone's interested in furthering their training through that CNA program, we'll help pay for that. And then we offer TIPA SNOW, which is a dementia or Alzheimer's specific training course.
Now, Jadynn, you've been in this role before.
I have.
So tell me a little bit about what you liked so much about it.
When I worked for Caregivers as a caregiver, I really was thankful that they were able to offer me a flexible schedule so that I was able to work for them as well as be a full-time student at the same time. I also enjoyed that they could give me a consistent schedule because when I would create a special bond with my clients, I was able to go back and see them each week, and I knew that I made a difference in their lives and that they looked forward to having me come back.
Do you have a special memory or story from when you were in this role?
I had a client that was very near and dear to my heart, and one of their favorite things to do was to make homemade applesauce. So we would go pick the apples, peel them, cut them, and make homemade applesauce, and I knew that made her day, which made me really happy.
So it sounds like it's really rewarding for you as well.
Yes.
And you create those long-lasting friendships.
Yes.
But now you've transitioned into being a scheduling specialist. So what do you love about that role now?
I love that I get to know more of the caregivers and more of the clients that I hadn't met before. And I love that I get to help make a perfect schedule so that the clients and all of the caregivers are happy.
So Gabrielle, what are some open positions that Caregivers has right now?
So our biggest need is probably in the Mitchell office or area. We have a part-time caregiver opening in Wessington Springs, Plankington, White Lake, Kimball, Platte area, and then we've expanded to Pierre and Miller, Highmore area. So we're looking for caregivers up there as well as nurses. And then our other biggest need is probably in Gregory. We're looking for an LPN and support specialist to help us in the Gregory Winter area. Our Sioux Falls office, luckily, is pretty well staffed right now. There will be openings probably down the road, and Aberdeen is looking for a part-time caregiver in Millbank.
And then tell us details, too, about the open house.
Yeah, so if you want to come meet our staff, Aberdeen is having an open house from 11 to 5 on June 7th, and we'll have a formal ribbon cutting at 11:30. Of course, if you can't make it to the open house, you can always call and set up an appointment with any of our offices, and they're happy to meet with people, whether they're looking for employment or services.
When it comes to these caregivers too, when you're doing the interview process, when you're doing the hiring process, what are some qualities you really look for that make a good caregiver?
We're really looking for someone who has a caring heart and a passion for taking care of others, making a difference, someone who's reliable, and has a growth mindset. And really, it could be a college student, a high school student looking for a flexible schedule and meaningful work. We have career caregivers that work for us, so people that will do this all their life. And then we have retirees, or people kind of in their later years looking for that second career that's flexible and meaningful. So we have a wide variety of caregivers that work for us, and nurses.
Jadynn, what advice would you have for someone who's interested or thinking about something like this?
I say that you think you're helping them, but they really impact you as well. Just being able to do small things for them that makes a difference in their life also impacts you as a caregiver.
And Gabrielle, let's talk about the service area.
Yeah, we've actually expanded a lot in the last year. We now serve a great majority of the eastern side of South Dakota. So even though we have physical offices in Aberdeen, Mitchell, Yankton, and Sioux Falls, they serve a very large territory, which you can see on our map. So if you're ever wondering if we serve that your area, just give us a call, and we're happy to see if we have staff available.
And it sounds like once you're a caregiver too, there might be opportunity to get a different job in the future?
That we're always growing and expanding. Like Jadynn, she moved from the caregiver position to the scheduling position. We love to promote internally if there's gifts and talents that people can use in our management positions or administrative positions. We love to promote from within. So
awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming in and telling us more about CoreCares.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Because of the nature of home care and CoreCare's involvement with the community, they are often away from the office. Your business is important to them, and they are always available by phone. In Sioux Falls, you can reach them at 605-275-2344. In Aberdeen, the number to call is 605-705-2880. In Mitchell, call 605-277-1447. And in Yankton, simply dial 605-791-7970. Or you can give them a call toll-free at 888-549-0704. You can also find more information about CoreCare services and their service area by checking out their service area map online at corecares.com. This Keloland Living segment has been sponsored by CoreCares, helping people of varying abilities to live as independently as possible by providing home care, caregiving, and nursing services to individuals in the Aberdeen, Mitchell, Sioux Falls, and Yankton area and surrounding communities.